1963 was a time when the world felt slower, but somehow every song felt bigger. And back then, music didn't just play in the background. It stayed with you through crackling radios, through long summer afternoons, and through moments you didn't even realize would later become memories.
You'll catch him surfing at the Ventura County farm. Say, hey, she said she loves you, and you know that can't be bad.
And for a brief moment in time, some songs didn't just climb the charts. They became a part of your life. They were played everywhere. And then, suddenly, they were gone. Or at least, it felt that way. Because if you truly grew up in 1963, you don't just remember these songs, you feel them. So let's go back and see how many you still remember. Number 1. 1991. The Singing Nun. There was something almost otherworldly about Dominique. A gentle voice, simple guitar, and a melody that felt like it came from another time entirely. It wasn't flashy, it didn't try to impress, it simply existed, calm and sincere. In a world that was beginning to move faster, this song slowed everything down.
Certains jours, un hérétique par des ronces le conduit, mais notre père Dominique par sa...
You might remember hearing it on a quiet afternoon, sunlight pouring through the window, the world feeling soft and still. It was more than just a song, it was a feeling of innocence, of faith, of peace. And even now, decades later, hearing it again feels like stepping back into a moment where life was simpler, quieter, and somehow Number 2. Sukiyaki, Kyu Sakamoto. Even if you didn't understand a single word, Sukiyaki had a way of reaching straight into your heart. The melody carried emotion that needed no translation, longing, hope, and something quietly bittersweet. Back in 1963, it stood out on the You might remember hearing it late at night, when everything felt a little more emotional. A little more real. It wasn't loud or dramatic, but it stayed with you. And somehow, that voice, gentle yet powerful, made the world feel a little smaller, connecting people across cultures in a way that few songs ever could.
If everybody had a moon across the U.S.A.
Number 3. Surfin, U.S.A., The Beach Boys.
You'll catch him surfing at the Ventura County farm.
The moment Surfin' U.S.A. came on, everything changed. Suddenly, you could almost feel the ocean breeze, even if you lived miles away from the coast. It wasn't just a song, it was a lifestyle, a dream of endless summers and carefree days. The harmonies were bright, the rhythm infectious, and for a few minutes, nothing else mattered. You might remember rolling down the car windows, the sun shining, and this song blasting through the speakers. It captured youth in its purest form, freedom, excitement, and the belief that the best days were still ahead. Even today, it still carries that same energy, reminding us of a time when life felt wide open. Number 4. Washington Square, The Village Stompers. Washington Square didn't need lyrics to tell a story. Its melody painted pictures all on its own. Busy streets, laughter in the air, and a sense of movement that felt alive. It had a rhythm that made you want to tap your feet without even thinking about it. Back then, instrumental hits like this had a unique way of bringing people together, filling rooms without saying a word. You might remember hearing it at gatherings, playing softly in the background while conversations flowed. It wasn't overwhelming, it was inviting. And even now, that familiar tune still carries the charm of a time when music didn't need words to be unforgettable. Number 5. I Loves You, The Beatles. From the very first yeah, 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 you knew something had changed forever. She Loves You wasn't just a song, it was a moment that defined a generation. The energy was unstoppable, the excitement contagious, and suddenly, music felt bigger than ever before. You might remember the way it took over the radio, the way everyone seemed to know every word.
She loves you, and you know that can't be bad.
It wasn't just about love, it was about youth, rebellion, and a new kind of freedom. The Beatles didn't just perform this song, they ignited something. And even today, hearing it again brings back that same rush, that same feeling that anything was possible. Number 6. Wipeout, The Surfaris. That iconic laugh, and then the drums hit. Wipeout didn't waste time. It jumped straight into pure, unfiltered energy. It was loud, wild, and impossible to ignore. You didn't just listen to it, you felt it. Whether you were at a party, by the beach, or just hanging out with friends, this song turned any moment into something exciting. You might remember trying to keep up with that incredible drum solo, tapping along and laughing when you couldn't. It wasn't polished or serious, it was fun, chaotic, and alive. And that's exactly why it's still remembered today. Number 7. Pipeline, The Shantays. Pipeline had a sound that felt smooth yet powerful, like waves rolling in under a golden sunset. It didn't need lyrics. The guitar said everything. There was something almost hypnotic about it, pulling you into a calm, reflective mood. You might remember hearing it while watching the sky change colors, feeling time slow down just a little. It wasn't about excitement. It was about atmosphere, about capturing a moment you didn't want to end. Even now, that signature sound still carries the spirit of the early 60s, reminding us of a time when music could transport you somewhere else entirely.
Hey, Paula.
Number 8. Hey Paula, Paul and Paula.
Been waiting for you.
Hey Paula felt like a quiet conversation between two people in love. Simple, honest, and deeply personal, it captured a kind of romance that feels rare today. There was no rush, no drama, just two voices coming together in perfect harmony. You might remember listening to it and thinking about someone special, maybe even imagining your own version of that love story. It wasn't flashy, but it didn't need to be. It was real. And even now, hearing it again brings back that gentle, innocent feeling of young love that seemed to last forever.
If you wanna be happy for the rest of your life, you have to make a plenty room for your wife.
Number 9. If You Want to Be Happy, Jimmy Soul.
But if you make it lovely woman your wife, you'll be happy for the rest of your life.
From the very first line, you knew this song was different. If You Want to Be Happy had a sense of humor that caught people off guard, but that's exactly what made it memorable. It was playful, a little cheeky, and impossible not to smile along with. Back then, songs like this brought a kind of joy that didn't take itself too seriously.
Don't let your friends say you have no taste. Go ahead and marry anyway.
You might remember laughing the first time you really listened to the lyrics. It wasn't about perfection, it was about perspective. And even today, it still manages to surprise people, proving that sometimes the simplest songs leave the biggest impression. Number 10. Grandparents. Denise, Randy and the Rainbows. Denise had that unmistakable doo-wop charm that felt warm and familiar from the very first note. The harmonies wrapped around you, creating a sound that was both nostalgic and comforting. It was the kind of song that made you think of street corners, late nights, and voices echoing softly under city lights. You might remember humming along without even realizing it. It didn't try to stand out. It simply belonged. And that's what made it special. Even now, it carries the feeling of a moment in time that was simple, genuine, and full of quiet magic.
My boyfriend's back and you're gonna be in trouble. Hey, la.
Number 11. Persuasive's Back, The Angels.
Hey, la, my boyfriend's back. You've been spreading lies that I was.
There was attitude in every note of My Boyfriend's Back. It was bold, confident, and just a little bit playful. You could almost picture the story unfolding with every line. Back then, songs like this gave a voice to emotions that felt big and immediate.
La, my boyfriend's back and coming, better cut out all the dough.
You might remember singing along with friends, laughing at the drama of it all. It wasn't just about the lyrics, it was about the energy, the personality. And even now, it still feels fresh, reminding us of a time when music didn't hold back. Number 12. Down, The Davels. The title said it all. You really couldn't sit down when this song came on. You Can't Sit Down was pure movement, pure rhythm, pure fun. It had a beat that demanded attention, pulling everyone onto the dance floor without hesitation. You might remember trying to keep up, laughing as the tempo pushed you faster and faster. It wasn't complicated. It didn't need to be. It was about letting go, about enjoying the moment. And even today, it still has that same unstoppable energy. Number 13. Vervenden, Doubt, Inez and Charlie Fox. Mockingbird felt like a conversation set to music, call and response, playful and full of life. The chemistry between the voices made it feel real, like you were listening in on something spontaneous and joyful. Back then, songs like this had a way of bringing people together, creating moments that felt shared and alive. You might remember singing both parts, switching voices just for fun. It wasn't perfect, it was human. And that's exactly why it still resonates today. Number 14. Nino Tempo and April Stevens. Deep Purple carried a sense of elegance that felt almost timeless. The melody flowed smoothly, while the vocals added a layer of emotion that lingered long after the song ended. It was romantic without being overwhelming, gentle without being forgettable. You might remember hearing it during a quiet evening when everything felt just a little more meaningful. It wasn't loud or dramatic, it was subtle. And sometimes, those are the songs that stay with us the longest.
My friends all tell me, go to him, run to him, say sweet lovely things to him and tell him.
Number 15. Easier Said Than Done, The Essex.
In my heart, I know it, but it's so hard to show it 'cause it's easier.
There was a raw honesty and easier said than done that made it instantly relatable. The rhythm had a lightness to it, but the message carried something deeper. It spoke about feelings that everyone understood, even if they couldn't always put them into words.
Tell him he's the one.
You might remember hearing it and thinking, that's exactly how it feels. It wasn't trying to be perfect, it was real. And maybe that's why it lasted. Even now, it still feels true, reminding us that some things never really change.
It's funny how they called these one-hit wonders, because for those who were really there, these songs were never just one hit. They were first loves, first dances, and the kind of memories that never truly faded. And even though the charts moved on and the artists disappeared, somehow these songs never really left, which makes you wonder if they were ever truly one-hit wonders, or if we simply stopped listening. So tell me, honestly, how many of these songs you actually remembered, and how many surprised you? And if even one of them brought something back, don't forget to like, subscribe, and come back for the next trip down memory lane. Because the past is never really gone. It's just waiting for the right song to bring it back.